Hi family! I hope you're doing well, and welcome back to another entertaining video on your favorite channel. Today's episode isn't just about a woman who dances on TikTok or shares pretty selfies on Instagram, it's about a movement, a mindset, and a message wrapped up in one bold, fearless, and unforgettable personality. We're diving deep into the story of Pixxarmom, a woman who's redefining what confidence looks like over 50, shaking the internet with unapologetic energy, and proving every single day that age is just a number, and attitude is everything. From viral dance reels to her spicy podcast, from her bold fashion choices to the way she shuts down haters with a wink and a smile, there's so much more to Gemma's cakes than meets the eye. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, and stay tuned, because this video might just change the way you see confidence, creativity, and what it really means to own your story. Let's get started. While many creators struggled to stand out on TikTok's fast-moving algorithm, Pixxarmom didn't just join the app, she owned it. Armed with nothing but her phone, bold confidence, and a natural gift for entertainment, she began uploading short, energetic videos of herself dancing, joking, and just being unapologetically her. No fancy editing. No filters. Just real energy and charisma. And in a world obsessed with youth, here comes a woman in her 50s, vibrant, fearless, and absolutely magnetic. That's what made people stop scrolling. That's what got her noticed. Her videos quickly began to gain traction. Viewers were drawn not just to the dancing, but to the message between the moves: I'm still here. I'm still beautiful. And I'm still having fun. With time, that energy transformed into a following of over 1.8 million fans, a loyal audience that didn't just watch, but engaged, shared, and celebrated her spirit. TikTok wasn't just a platform for her. It was the launchpad for a brand new chapter, one built on self-love, visibility, and the kind of presence that doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. Now let's talk about the name that started it all, Gemma's Cakes. At first glance, it sounds sweet, like a home baker sharing her love for cupcakes and cookies. And yes, Gemma does have a passion for baking. But for those who follow her closely, the name holds a deeper, cheekier meaning. Cakes isn't just about desserts, it's also a playful nod to her confident curves, her unapologetic femininity, and the way she embraces her body as a grown woman. In fact, that double meaning is exactly what makes her name unforgettable. Gemma's Cakes became more than just a username, it became a brand, a digital identity that reflects both softness and strength, sugar and sass. It's smart, it's bold, and it's perfectly in line with everything she represents. And the genius? The name alone makes people curious. They click. They watch. And before they know it, they're not just fans of her cakes, they're fans of her. If TikTok was her launchpad, then Instagram became her stage. And Pixxarmom knows exactly how to own the spotlight. With over 1.4 million followers, her Instagram feed is more than just a collection of pretty pictures, it's a living, breathing diary of confidence, color, and charisma. Scroll through her grid and you'll find a mix of stylish selfies, bold outfit shots, behind-the-scenes peeks into her daily life, and those ever-popular reels that showcase her playful dances and fun-loving spirit. But here's the magic. It's not just what she posts, it's how she posts. Whether she's rocking a glam dress or lounging in casual wear, there's always this radiant energy behind the camera. She's not trying to fit into trends, she's setting them by simply being herself. Her captions are often empowering, humorous, or reflective, and she speaks directly to her audience like a friend, not a brand. That's why the engagement on her posts goes beyond likes. People comment, share, tag their friends, and sometimes even open up emotionally in response to her content. That's real influence. She also uses her platform to promote her podcast wins, grins, and sins, occasionally dropping clips or quotes from new episodes. This gives her followers a deeper look into her personality, not just the visual, but the voice behind it. In a space where perfection is often polished and staged, Pixxarmom brings something refreshingly real. Her Instagram isn't curated to impress, it's curated to connect. And that's exactly what makes her one of the most authentic voices in a sea of influencers. Behind the bold outfits, the playful dances, and the glamorous photos, there's a message louder than the music she dances to: you're never too old to shine. Pixxarmom isn't just entertaining, she's challenging norms. She's standing tall in a digital world that often worships youth and telling millions of people, especially women, that beauty doesn't expire. That confidence doesn't have an age limit. That reinvention is always possible, even after 40, 50, or beyond. Through every reel, every podcast episode, and every unapologetic post, she's saying, you can start over. You can be sexy, successful, loud, visible, on your terms. And you don't need anyone's permission to do it. For many of her followers, that message hits home. She's a walking reminder that it's okay to be bold. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to still dream, still dance, still take up space, no matter what the world expects of you. In a culture that often whispers to women, tone it down, Pixxarmom shouts back, turn it up. And that's not just her power, it's her legacy. When you're unapologetically yourself on the internet, especially as a woman over 50, people will talk. And Pixxarmom? She embraces that. From the very start, her content stirred conversation. Whether it was her dance videos, her vibrant style, or the way she expressed herself freely and confidently, she challenged expectations. And naturally, some people didn't know how to handle that. There were viewers who praised her for her bravery and authenticity, calling her a breath of fresh air and an inspiration for older women everywhere. They saw her as a symbol of freedom, someone who refuses to shrink, even in a world that often expects women to fade quietly as they age. But of course, there were critics too. Some questioned her outfit choices, others claimed she was too much for her age. Comments that clearly reflect society's double standards more than they reflect anything about her. The beauty of Pixxarmom, though, lies in her response. She never claps back with anger, only with confidence. Whether through a cheeky post, a light-hearted comment, or simply continuing to do her thing, she always lets her energy speak louder than any negativity. And that, in itself, has become part of her impact, showing others how to stay centered, unfazed, and graceful even when people try to shake your confidence. Because when you live authentically, you don't need everyone's approval. Just your own. So while her journey hasn't been free of criticism, it's her fearless attitude, her refusal to apologize for being visible, joyful, and bold, that keeps her audience coming back. And honestly, that kind of strength is what truly sets her apart. Scroll through the comments under any of Pixxarmom's videos, and you'll instantly feel it, the love, the admiration, the gratitude. People from around the world, of all ages and backgrounds, leave messages like, you inspire me to live again. You're proof that confidence is timeless. Thank you for reminding me that it's never too late to shine. These aren't just compliments. They're connections, real emotional responses from people who see a piece of themselves in her journey. For women over 40 or 50, she's become a beacon of hope, showing that life doesn't have to slow down with age, that you can still be vibrant, expressive, and magnetic, no matter what the mirror says. But even younger audiences, men and women alike, are drawn to her energy. They see someone fully alive, fully present, and it makes them want to show up more boldly in their own lives. What Pixxarmom built is more than a platform. It's a space for empowerment. It's a reminder that joy is contagious, that authenticity is attractive, and that it's okay to take up space, even if the world tells you to shrink. In every video she shares, you can feel the silent message between the laughs and the moves. You can be exactly who you are. And that's more than enough. That's why her audience doesn't just watch, they cheer. They relate. They transform. Behind the camera, the reels, and the bold personality, lies a warm, grounded woman with a deep love for family. Pixxarmom, whose real name is Jennifer, isn't just a digital star, she's also a proud mother of 3 adult children and a devoted grandmother. And while much of her content is full of high energy and self-expression, she never hides the most important part of her world, her family. Every now and then, she gives her audience a sweet peek into her personal life, whether it's a short clip with one of her kids, a funny moment as a grandma, or a heartfelt story from her past. And it's those moments that really connect with people. Because in a world where influencers often feel distant or untouchable, Pixxarmom reminds us that she's just like us. She cooks, she cares, she loves deeply. She juggles being a creator with being a mom, a grandma, and a woman navigating the real challenges of life with grace and humor. Her family isn't a prop in her content, they're a source of strength. And her ability to balance both sides of her identity, the bold online personality and the loving woman at home, is exactly what makes her so special. She's not trying to play a character. She is the character, layered, real, and beautifully human. And for her audience, that makes all the difference. Because she represents a voice that's often overlooked in the digital space, women over 40, over 50, who are still bold, still beautiful, and still full of life. She breaks the mold. She shows us that confidence isn't limited by age, that style has no expiration date, and that joy belongs to everyone, not just the young and trending. Her content isn't just entertaining, it's empowering. Every reel, every post, every podcast episode is a celebration of authenticity. A reminder that you don't have to fit into anyone's box to be seen, loved, or successful. She's not trying to chase attention, she's commanding it with truth, humor, elegance, and raw energy. And that's exactly the kind of spirit we love highlighting here on Gorgeous Models. A channel that celebrates the bold, the fearless, and the truly inspiring women who are changing the way we see beauty, success, and self-worth. So if this story moved you, if Pixxarmom inspired you, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because we've got more amazing stories coming your way. Stay bold, stay beautiful, and keep shining.